Royal Highness Princess Camilla of Bourbon to Sicilies, the Duchess of Castro, who's also an ambassador for the UN Women for Peace Association. And she joins us now live from Paris. Thank you so much for coming on the programme, Princess Camilla.
Good afternoon.
We've seen and we've talked about Italy so much. It's emerging now from such dark and difficult times. Briefly, how did your charity work help Italy during this time?
Well, I have been very, of course, troubled, like all Italians, and being Italians, very, very deeply touched by this terrible health emergency. And Italy has really been a country that, as you all know, has been the first one to really be touched in Europe. And so we really had to face this with enormous courage and determination. Italians are very good for that. And as a royal family, I would say, but also as a mother, as a human being, as someone who risks life with this disease, like everyone, unfortunately, in the globe, my husband and I, his Prince Charles of Bourbon to Sicilies, Duke of Castro, myself, and also my daughters, although they're young, but for their generation, teenagers, we all really tried to help by organizing through our family foundation, which is called the Constantinian Order of St. George. We tried to organize and unite funds, and I have to say, did that with quite a good success, because most people really were very touched by this. And we had to be able to put together healthcare and, as you know, gloves and masks. And we did that in many hospitals, starting from the north of Italy, which were the ones who have been more deeply touched by the COVID. But then we also helped the many hospitals and healthcare institutions in the south of Italy, which is where our heart as a Bourbon of the two Sicilies go to.
And you are a princess in a pandemic. Tell us, how did it personally affect you?
Well, I think that in a pandemia, and when health is about, it's not about being a princess or a businesswoman or anything else. I have been touched, as I think everyone has, because sometimes you really realize how life can suddenly stop. And to see the whole world united with this fighting this ghost disease, I think that has united people. But at the same time, through my role, I've had, of course, to somehow put a hold on all of my projects, my charity work all around the world, my traveling, my business career, which I do because I'm also a businesswoman. So everything suddenly had to stop. On the other hand, to keep it on a positive note, I did spend more time with the family and thought of the real values of life. And somehow you have to be positive, because I think that we will all grow stronger when all of this will be finished, hopefully one day. And new occasions, new businesses, new things will start for Turkey, of course, for Italy as well, and for all over the world.
Indeed, and Turkey was the country that sent medical aid to Italy at the peak of the pandemic. Last question before I let you go. How will this change your work as a UN ambassador for peace?
Well, it has already changed somehow, because as you can imagine, being confined at home, unfortunately, the violence against women has, during the past months, really increased. And I think that I will use unfortunately, COVID-19 even to show how really delicate this issue is still all over the world. And it's something that we have to really keep united and strong and fight, because we women have all the rights and we have to be safe at home and everywhere else.
Princess Camilla, it's been a pleasure to speak to you on TRT World. Thank you so much for your time.